Hello, it is day 19 of 21 for 20 days of celebration, 21 days of gratitude. Today, I am grateful for flexibility. So I said I was going to talk about this, not yesterday, a couple days ago. I didn't feel like it. It didn't feel right. And today feels good to talk about flexibility. So I am grateful for flexibility because I just didn't have the type of flexibility I wanted for a while, a long time, years. And like this is flexibility just in general. So like the way time is spent, like the whole time management and percentage of activities dedicated towards certain topics. And yeah, like the balance was just very, very, very off. And I know a lot of us, who have worked our adult life, it's oftentimes hard to get the flexibility that we want in our lives to, you know, make the money to pay the bills, but also have the time, the energy, everything to spend with family, spend with loved ones, do hobbies, sleep, rest, do things that light us up. And yeah, for so long, I pushed myself to the limit doing things that I felt I had to do. So I was obligated to do them, whether it was through, work obligations or, not being comfortable saying no to certain people. So I was obligated to do certain things. And, my time just it wasn't my time. It was kind of just time. It was everyone else's time. It wasn't me in particular. So I had to do something about that because my health started to not be very healthy. My body started to not like me very much. And I didn't understand that there was a correlation between the stress and the doing things for others and, working, and, you know, health declining. So for me, it was kind of that's what it took um, to be able to make some changes in my life. And this morning, I was actually kind of going through one of my to do lists. I was actually going through both of them. I was going through both of my to do lists, and because I have them separated into like general life things and then like business stuff. So I was going through both of my to do lists, and I realized that I was just ticking things off because I had the flexibility, I had the ability to spend the last 2 weeks working on what I felt to be important, not what someone else felt to be important for me. And that felt good. Like there's no greater satisfaction than like writing a to-do list and then crossing those items off. Sometimes I use like a physical calendar and to-do list, and then other times I use like tasks with reminders and stuff. So, and sometimes I use both because I like the satisfaction of writing and then crossing it off. So I was crossing things off and it felt really, really good. And I was just reminded of the flexibility I was able to create for myself. And when I want to, crank things out, power through, stay up till midnight working on the computer, versus when I don't actually want to do that, when I know I need to rest and I'm able to actually listen to my body and rest, I'm grateful that I have the ability to do that now because for so many years I made myself sick powering through, staying up, working on, whatever it was, probably making slides for whatever presentation. I was the master of PowerPoint slides. But staying, and enduring and staying the course and not having boundaries with people because that's what the environment was, that's what I knew, that's what they knew, so therefore that's what happened. And I just there's a couple of times where I actually got really, really, really sick because I pushed myself to beyond the limit, And actually, three times in particular, I can remember where I worked myself literally sick. um, on top of kind of everything else that I was working through with my body. So I'm grateful today to have the recognition that I have the flexibility in my life now that I can push when I want to push, and then I can hold off for a day or two if I need to. And if that feels aligned, then that's what I do. So it feels really good to be able to do that and take the time, because when we take the time, we're able to replenish, and then we're able to not only, do for others, but we're able to have a full cup so we can do for others and do for ourselves. But we have the wherewithal to kind of take the step back and do for ourselves first so we can then make the decision and know what options we have. So I'm grateful for the flexibility. And it's really funny because okay, so it's Father's Day, so shout out to all the fathers. I went to late lunch. I don't know what it was. We went to eat with my dad, and somehow not flexibility indirectly always tends to come up, and I'm learning like the art of boundaries and having flexibility in life through him, because he's got pretty good boundaries, really good flexibility with kind of how he spends his time, and work-life balance and hobbies and things that he does. And from that perspective, I continue to say I want to be like him when I grow up, because like it's just clear cut, and it's like, you know what, if you can't honor that, then I'm sorry, then I can't do it, or I'm not going to be in this space with you. And it's like, okay, that's a really good reminder of how I should be treating my own time and my effort and my energy with other people. So it's yeah, it's just interesting to kind of see a different perspective in that light, because we kind of constantly need reminders of, okay, am I holding my boundary? Did I set a boundary? Is this something that I want to do? Is this something that I need to do? Is it something I feel obligated for someone else to do? So it's important to have the flexibility in our lives and create that for ourselves. We are the ones that have to do that. And for a long time, I didn't know that. I was waiting for others to help do it for me and see that I needed help, or I was drowning, or I was tired, or whatever. But we have to step up and do it for ourselves. We have to be the ones to set the boundary, see the need, say I need a mental health day, whatever it is. So I'm grateful for having the flexibility today, and I'm grateful for having examples of that in my life and reminders of how I can do more of that in my life on a day-to-day basis. So I hope you have flexibility in your life, and if not, you're setting boundaries to get that.